How do you feel like today's on today? Well, we're going to be building a stand. And this might take a couple weeks. I don't know. We'll have to look around and see what we can figure out about this. But I have an idea, and I've had this idea for a while. But I needed to find one first. So, let me show y'all. It says old fence post. Yes, it's broke off, so it's no good. And, well, I found it. And I got it out. So, we're going to use that, and we're going to make like a taxidermy stand. So, my plan for this is to have a mounted deer on it and then a bunch of Europeans, and then maybe on the bottom of it some sheds and stuff. But I'm gonna go back to the house and I'm gonna get something to drink. Then I'll pick y'all up and I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. All right, y'all. Well, I'm gonna set y'all right. Not there. How about I set y'all right there? So. Okay. Well. Well, there we go. That thing was a whole lot louder than I expected it to be. So, well, I cut the bottom that was broken off. And, well, now we got our old fence post. So, there we go. And, well, now we got that. Now we just got to go draw blueprints, build the bottom, clay the bottom, get this all set up, and then we'll work on putting the mount on. All right, y'all. Well, so we're going to go out here and start working on the stand again. So I know I started this video like a couple weeks ago. And, well, it's kind of raining. It's going to be storming. Not going to have much to do. And, well, so I was like, whatever. I need to get some skull mounts out my floor in my room. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on the stand and try to get it made. What is hanging out from my head? I guess it's hair. Something's throwing me off, and I don't like it. Okay. Well, let's go get the old fence post. And we're going to try to make like a table stand out of it. So let's go ahead, go grab it, and see if we can get it figured out. One thing I have figured out, this thing's actually pretty solid standing up on its own. And I know it's going to change, like, especially if I mounted a deer on here or anything, or put, like, skulls or anything on it, it's going to set it off a little bit. So I know I'm going to have to do something. But I just had a great idea. So I think we got some stuff like this in the shed, like just big pieces of oak. Well, that's pine. No, I don't know what that is. I want to figure out now. I think that's pine, but I think we got some big oak ones, and I think that'd be really cool. Maybe have to thin it down, or maybe leave it like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but let's go see if we can find some bottoms of them, and we'll probably use that. Let me knock this over before it kills somebody. Okay. All right, y'all. Well, I found me a solution here to my stand, and, well, so my idea of it here is, well, I got this. We don't have no sandpaper for the sander. That's what I was going to do, but this is probably going to help a whole lot more. It's like a chipper, because I need to level this out. So this is a cedar platform, and my idea is take the fence post I got and just put it right in the middle, put some screws from the bottom, and this ought to be enough weight on the bottom to stabilize it. It's quite heavy, so it ought to work good. And I'm just going to put it on a table, so that's going to be cool. And I got some other stuff in the house that I bought at Walmart the other day. I went in there. I was like, well, I'll walk to the hunting section and see what I see. Well, what I needed was right there, so I bought 2 of them. That was all they had. I needed 3, but 2 will work. So either way, let's go ahead. And I'm not going to put you on a time lapse or anything, but I'm just going to go ahead and put this thing to work. And hopefully we can finish up before long, because the sander doesn't work. So after I'm done with this, I'm going to chip all this down, and then I'll run over it with hand sandpaper. So let's do this. And then I'll pick y'all back up. Well, starting to look a little bit better. I messed up a little bit when I was planing it, but it's okay. I'll straighten that out. And then there's cracks in it. I don't really care. I might try to put some putty in it and paint it, but probably just leave it like it is. But I think it looks really good. And, well, I'm going to finish sanding it down and smooth it out, and then we're going to get our platform. All right, y'all. Well, it's quite dusty in here. I had to put a mask on. Whew. I should have wore glasses too, but it's okay. Well, we got this thing quite slick down. I got to sand it still, but all the places in it, I really wasn't going to fool with it and get them all out, but then I was like, shoot, it's going to look so much better. What else do I got to do? It's only like 7:40 right now. It's not even, it's dark because it's been pouring down rain, and we got like a hurricane coming in. Can't deer hunt right now. If it was deer season, yes, I'd be in the woods. I don't care if it's a hurricane, a tornado, what. I'm going to be in the woods. But Yeah, it's not deer season yet. Deer season's not tomorrow, but the day after for 2 days, because that's youth day. And yeah, so we don't have long till deer season. And well, hopefully I kill a big deer this year. If I kill the one that I'm hoping to kill this year, yeah, he's probably gonna go on this. Looking at it now, this one place right here where it's kind of where you can tell where when they cut it, you can tell where the saw blade hit in. I want to be able to get all that out. So that's really the only last place I just noticed that. So I'm gonna do that. Then I'll pick y'all back up. Well, actually, I'm not gonna pick y'all back up because I'm gonna go ahead and start working on it. But well, everything's clean. But after this, I'm gonna get a level and I'm gonna level it out with the planer. I end up just planing, I think the middle. Just looking at it by eye, it looks like it does a little bit of this. But I mean, I think as long as I can get it close, I don't really care. As long as the middle's level. The outsides, they don't have to be too level. As long as they're somewhat and it looks good, I don't care. I want the middle to be level so the fence post will set good in it. But I got to find the level. And then I'm going to get that last little piece out. And then after all that, I'll sand it real good. And I'll collect all the pieces to go on the outside. Because when I was planing it, some of the outside bark got knocked off. So I'm going to have to super glue those back on. Or it depends on how it looks. I might just leave them off. I'll figure it out. But either way, I'll pick y'all back up in a little while when I'm done with this. All right, y'all, so what I just figured out is we're actually quite close to level. So I need to plane this down a little bit, but that's going to work out perfectly because this side, I got to plane down a little bit to be able to get these out. So we're going to go ahead and start doing that. All right, y'all, well, now I got 4 screws that are quite long. And, well, here's the bottom. So I'm going to find the middle. I'm just going to take my best estimate, and I'm going to mark it. Right there looks like the middle to me. Okay, well, I got that marked. Now we're going to find their post. Okay, well, that looks really good to me. Okay, looks like it's going to stay. So I got these screws. They're quite long. Oh, yeah, that should be plenty long. So I'm going to take the bottom of this. Hold on, let me set this over here so I don't fall over and hurt me. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna find the middle on this side too. I think I can just measure it and it should all be the same. But I'm gonna do that and then I'm gonna pick y'all back up. All right, y'all, well, this is gonna work, I think, quite good. So, well, I don't know how I'm gonna do this and still be able to hold the post up, but y'all can tell I drilled this out. So the hole is not that big. Because obviously these would just slide right through and they would be useless. So that's why I did that. See, the holes are a whole lot smaller. And actually I hit very close to where I wanted to, or on that. So the reason why I did that is so the heads will fit down in there quite easily and you won't strip it as easily, which you can tell that one's already stripped. I just noticed that. Okay, well, we're gonna get them in there real quick. All right, y'all, well, y'all gonna be along for the journey, but I think I got the idea. I gotta find my post. Oh, here it is. So I'm thinking, I set my post on the ground, and I'm pretty sure I can hold it between my legs like this, and center it up pretty fairly. Actually, I didn't think of this till, well, when I turned the camera on. I was like, oh, well, that'll be easy. Okay, well, that's a start. All right. I'm just going to start all the screws and then we'll really finalize it. This one's not a good decision because, well, it's already stripped. Okay, well, that one's in. That one's in. That one's in. One more, y'all. Well, That was what I was nervous about. These screws, I'm gonna have to tighten them down more. But that's okay. I mean, that's the least of my worries. We should be okay. Oh yeah. Darn. I actually really like that, y'all. Darn, that is... I want to see if it's level, though. Oh, that's not good, though. It's off by about that much. But this pole isn't straight. So... Oh, at the bottom, y'all, where I cut it so it would be straight, it's level. But then you go up about a foot, and then it kind of... Yeah, it kind of dozes off, but... I'm very impressed with myself. I think it looks really good. I mean, cedar might be a little off on the fence post, but I still think it looks good. All right, y'all, well, final product. So, I don't have my deer back from the taxidermist yet, but I really want to put my deer on this once I get it back. So, that's probably going to be the main for this, but right now, we're going to put Europeans on it, and I think that's going to be really cool. I was thinking this was going to be for a table, but I think this is plenty tall to put this up and just have it out for Europeans on the ground, so... I don't even think I'm going to put it on a table. But, I mean, I think that looks really good. And if I really want to fix it up, I'll put dirt on the bottom here. But I'm probably just going to put deer sheds right there. So it's going to cover that up anyways. But, darn, I think this looks really good, y'all. I like it. One thing that I am planning on doing, though, is when I get my deer back from the taxidermist, I plan on putting a little stake right here. You can buy it. It's just a little screw-in thing. And put your mounts on that. And you can do it to where you put 3 mounts on it. And I think this thing's got enough weight to where you could if you wanted to. But I probably won't. I'll probably just do one, and if we want to try it out, I might try to put my bear on it tonight, but we'll look. And, well, let's go ahead and take this thing up to the house. All right, y'all, well, I'm going to set y'all up, and, well, we're going to get the first stand on there. I'll figure out, I'm going to put it about right there. I'm just going to start the screw. It's like, oh, well, if I can start it, I'm going to try to. But I might not like this. I gotta test it out first. Then, well, actually, no, I'm not gonna do that, y'all. I'm gonna stick with these that I actually bought specifically for this. So it's like a little stand. Let me go grab another one. I bought these at Walmart, y'all. And, well, that's what they look like. And I bought them specifically for this, because I've been talking about building one of these for a long time. And, well, just finally getting to it. This evening I kind of just got to go for it, and I was like, whatever, let's do it. What else am I going to do? So. Alright, y'all, well, I'm going to get this screwed in, then I'll pick y'all back up. Alright, y'all, well, I am quite proud of myself, and I really hope I can find another deer to add to this year. And, well, I think I am quite proud of myself. I'll say that again. Yes, I am very, very proud of myself. My finger is tingling. I don't know what I did to it. I messed it up somehow, but it's okay. This thing looks really good, and actually it worked out perfectly, because I had sheds and stuff stacked up like this tall, and it was all type of stuff. I mean, yeah, I couldn't fit the elk shed on there or fit this DIY skull mount thing. I couldn't make that fit, but it's okay. We'll find somewhere to put it. It's not going to be the end of the world, but this turned out perfectly. Turned out really great. And, well, let's just take a look at it closely. All right, y'all. So, well, as y'all can tell, I mean, it turned out really good. So, like this buck here, it's not one of mine. It's just one that I have. And it's just a skull plate, as y'all can tell back there. And that, I mean, that's perfect add-on to the top. And, well, as y'all can tell, it's a bunch of dead heads, couple sheds, and some bucks I've killed. That buck, found that one, killed this one, found this one. Actually, I have that deer on camera this year. But, I mean, as y'all can tell, I mean, it's just all type of stuff mixed in there. There's 3 or 4 bucks I've killed, like that spike. There's another spike in there. And then you got these little sheds, like, if they're just sitting out alone, they're not going to look good. But, I mean, you put them up in there like that, you'll never know they're there. And it just adds on to it, like that deer, I found that. So it's all type of stuff mixed in here. Dead heads, velvet bucks that have been hit by cars. And I think it'd be cool to put that on here somewhere, but maybe not. We'll see. And yeah, I think it looks really good. So all my sheds and stuff that was stacked up and looked really bad, they're all wrapped around there now, like this one. I mean, the score's poking out, but oh well. And they look a little bit dirty, but those are deadheads, so that don't matter. And then my big deer up here, actually I found that, so that I didn't kill that. The only one that's hanging on here that I killed was this. And well, right here, that's a, well, sorry what I was saying, I got distracted. But I put this little screw in the back so I can hang my rattling antlers on there. And well, I think it looks really good, y'all. It's beautiful. All right, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. And I'm sitting here working on another video, which y'all probably seen that one. You're either gonna see that one tonight, or y'all gonna see this one tonight. Not real sure yet. But right here behind me, as y'all can tell, it says pedestal. And well, actually, since last time y'all here, I added a new buck to it. This was my black powder buck this year, one of them, one of the two, big pretty 6-pointer. And yeah, so I've added that one to this since, and I made this a couple months ago. And well, as y'all can tell, I've added a few more sheds to it. And yeah, so it works really good. I've tested it out. It's very sturdy, especially with these horns on the bottom. Puts the extra weight on it. But I hope y'all can make some of these and y'all can use them. Hopefully it works out for y'all. But either way, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.